Welcome, everybody, to the 2024 Exceed Enterprises in Our Community Annual Fundraiser. My name is Walker Faison, and I am thrilled to be a part of this event. I'm so excited to see so many supporters here in the room with us, but I'd also like to give a warm welcome to all of our friends joining us from home as well. It's my pleasure to introduce our MC for the evening, Vice President of Exceed's Board of Directors, Judy Powell.
So I'm so incredibly delighted to have you all here tonight joining us. So we can't all be together, but we're live streaming to connect with supporters across the country. So if you're joining us from a different time zone, thanks for staying up past your bedtime, especially those people in Texas and New York and what have you, because we have people out there. So we're also joined by Exceed clients across the state of Oregon. So we have watch parties at our Oakfield location. All of you know that well. Nearby in Gladstone and all the way out there in Bend. So whether you're here with us in person or turning in online, turning in, you know what I mean, yeah. We're so glad to be a part of this exciting evening. So now it's my extreme pleasure to welcome Exceed's CEO, y'all know what that means, Chief Executive Officer, Nadja Salesman. Nadja joined us nearly 2 years ago after moving across country from New York City. So she's passionate, and I do mean passionate, about supporting all people to achieve their goals. And we're so fortunate to have her on our team. But first, we'd like to share this video introduction to Exceed Enterprises. And I believe we're looking at this screen over here.
For over 50 years, Exceed Enterprises has been working to meet the needs of Oregonians who experience disability. By offering community-based employment, mentorship, and activities, Exceed is dedicated to creating a more inclusive Oregon for all. Founded in 1968 by two mothers of children with disabilities, Exceed started out as an alternative to the institutions of the time and taught life skills in a safe and understanding environment before evolving to offer employment services. Today, Exceed offers services in 8 counties across Oregon, and we've impacted the lives of hundreds of Oregonians. Exceed's Day Support Activities program gets individuals out in the community for fun activities, volunteering, skills training, and team building. Our group-supported employment offerings give clients a chance to gain work experience with local companies. Working in a team of peers and with a job coach, clients develop skills and workplace independence at their own pace. Our Work Futures program helps individuals to discover their job strengths, interests, and individual support needs before matching them with an employer. Job coaches visit their workplace regularly to offer support, build skills, and facilitate relationships with supervisors and coworkers. Exceed's Benefits Counseling provides information and planning support for our clients who receive Social Security, helping them with the administration side of their benefits and empowering them to make informed choices about work opportunities.
Yes!
Looking forward, Exceed Enterprises will continue to expand across the state, particularly in rural areas with limited access to support programs. We will continue to partner with local businesses who want to hire inclusively, working together to create a community with opportunities for all individuals. We help our clients exceed expectations, their own and those of society, by building skills, confidence, connections, and opportunities to be a vital part of the community and to live lives full of meaning, friendship, and joy.
I have spares.
I might need it, so leave it here.
And here's Nadja.
Wow. I must say I'm a little overwhelmed tonight. It's really amazing to see you guys all here in person to support Exceed Enterprises. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna try to read this. So I just want to say thank you for all of you for joining us today to celebrate Exceed Enterprises. For those of you who are already supportive members of our Exceed community, I want to acknowledge your unwavering generosity. And for new friends joining us for the first time, we welcome you and are grateful for your presence tonight as we recognize our growth and reconnect with Exceed Enterprises. I'd like to take a moment to show our gratitude towards everyone who has shown up for our community this evening. Let's have a round of applause for all of you taking the time out to be with us. Really, give yourselves a round of applause. To all our virtual attendees, your dedication to joining us despite busy schedules and time zone differences is truly commendable. Thank you. As you just witnessed in our intro video, we do a lot at Exceed. I'm here to share why I chose to do this work. Those of you who joined us last year at last year's events may remember a story I told about my dad, who in October of 2017 experienced a major stroke and was left with aphasia, which is a severe brain damage. As his advocate, I had to relearn how to communicate with him and understand his evolving needs while respecting his right to autonomy, choices, and dignity until his passing over 2 years ago. My dad's story and the legacy he left behind plays an integral role in fueling my dedication to our cause. Each day, I think of the critical support system we provide for individuals experiencing disability across the state of Oregon. Together, I'd like to revisit a time when I was reminded of the significance of our work. Each spring, as the fundraising season begins, I say yes to everything, whether it's a political event where I met Cliff, or I'm just like going to a friend's intimate dinner where a lot of my friends are in this room tonight, so I thank you guys for coming. And I also thank you guys for listening to me, because everywhere I go, I actually talk about Exceed and our mission and why we do what we do every day. And while I'm doing that, I also have to take time for myself. So I tend to have solo dinner dates with myself. And so I did that this spring, and while I was on the solo dinner date, I met a young lady. And when I met this young lady, I didn't know her. I just saw this woman coming in, and I'm a little bit off script here because I feel like I just want to just tell the story. So I was sitting there having my dinner, I saw a woman coming into the restaurant. She had a little trouble with the door, and I noticed I nudged one of the staff members, and I said, I think she needs some help. I'm just nosy like that. So they go to help her. When she entered the restaurant, I realized she had a physical disability. Anyway, we sat very close together at a nearby table, and as I love talking, if you know me, I love talking and talking to strangers all the time. So I looked at her and I said, "How are you liking it?" And she said, "It's wonderful." I said, "Isn't it?" Long story short, we ended up now sharing a table, because I do that well. I always invite people to my table. So I learned so much about her that night. I learned that she was traveling on her own. She was visiting from San Francisco. And I learned that she had a partner of 6 years, and that she loves singing. And she's part of, and now I'm gonna look at my paper, she's part of the undergraduate composer club at UC Berkeley. And then she shared with me, she looked up her YouTube channel and showed me her video of her singing. And throughout the conversation, there's times when she would hum because she just loves music and singing. And I left that night, and I walked her a little bit to her where she was staying, and I went home and I was crying. And I woke up the next day and I was at my one-on-one with Cosette, and I was telling her about it because I remembered why I do this work. She reminded me why I do this work. Not that I needed it, but times we do need it because we get bogged down in our day-to-day, and I needed it that night. And so, that's why I do this work. And I'm so happy that you guys are here tonight to celebrate that with us. As you saw in the video, Exceed has been around for over 50 years. Exceed was established by two visionary women who aim to provide additional vocational, recreational, and personal development opportunities for their children. Since 1968, we've maintained our spirit of advocacy while evolving to better support Oregonians who experience a disability. What began as a place for people with disability to gather and learn back in the 60s and 70s has grown to include community integration, exploration, and true inclusion. We moved our programs out of the facilities and workshops and into the world, with fun outings, opportunities to volunteer and practice job skills, and even customize employment on site at local businesses. We are proud to support our clients at every stage. Some are just graduating high school and making the transition into adult life. Some are active across several of our program areas, working at community job and enjoying outings with friends. Some work multiple jobs, as you will hear about later tonight. And some are at retirement age, looking for a place to enrich their lives and fill their days in a safe and supportive environment. At Exceed, we think of our services as stepping stone, supporting the needs of individuals at every age and stage. In the future, Exceed will continue to evolve, building up our capacity and expertise to serve even more individuals with disability. What will not change is our commitment to meeting each client where they are and providing the encouragement, coaching, and practical support to get them where they want to be. On days when I need a reminder of my mission, I think of the woman from the restaurant. Her wittiness, her humor, and fondness for music. Disability can develop during pregnancy, after an event in childhood, or during the aging process, like my dad, who became disabled at 77. For her, a traumatic brain injury changed the trajectory of her life. With disability, it's not a matter of how, it's when. At Exceed, we are more than just an organization. We aim to be a lifeline. We're here to offer resources to individuals of diverse abilities at any life stage. Whether you're seeking employment, searching for supportive housing, or interested in building community through enrichment activities. Let's continue to build bridges, break barriers, and make our mission and make our vision to more of a more inclusive world a reality. And I truly do thank you guys for being here tonight. And if you want to hear the witty stories from my friend that I met, just see me after. Thank you.
Thank you, Naja. Thank you for your leadership and your dedication to Exceed. And the entire staff, all the wonderful staff people at Exceed. So tonight, get ready. We're honored to bring you a story from one of our clients, Sylvester. Yay! Sylvester's been a treasured member of our Exceed community for over 3 years. I got that right. He says yes. And is currently a participant in our Work Futures program. So please turn your attention, not to me, to the screen.
My name is Sylvester DeBray. I'm a 34-year-old autistic.
My friends, as you've doubtless noticed, we are experiencing some brief technical difficulties. We're working on it, and we'll have things back up and running to raise some money for Exceed Enterprises and hear more about Sylvester's story. I'd like to ask the folks at home to please bear with us as well. We promise your regularly scheduled programming will return as shortly as possible. Fly me to the moon. Let me sail among the stars. Now, I'll stop there. If I can share a brief personal anecdote, I used to be an EMT, and mostly what I did was drive folks to appointments. I didn't do a lot of the lights and sirens, and I had the opportunity, I worked for several years as an EMT, to drive folks to programs very much like Exceed Enterprises. In truth, I don't know if I ever made it there directly, but you would develop friendships with the folks that you drove regularly, and I have seen firsthand the enormous impact that programs like these can have on a person's life. They're enriching, they're connecting, and it's a pleasure to be here and be a part of this.
Walker, up here. I have a question for you.
Shoot,
Do you know why the sky is so high?
tell me.
No?
I don't.
So the birds won't bump their heads.
Oh, we got another joke. Absolutely.
Let's go. Okay, so how do you get Pikachu on the bus?
I don't know. Tell me.
You Pokemon. And here's a little chained up. So, how come you don't take a Pokemon to the bathroom with you?
I'm stumped.
He will Pikachu. There you go.
A big round of applause for Sylvester, please. I love it. Well, I'm not saying that a series of really phenomenal jokes from Sylvester is a stand-in for a video, but let me check in with our folks here, and we'll see if we want to try and get the video going or continue with our program. We'll be back in just a sec.
Jocelyn has a joke.
Ooh, yeah.
Do you know why the stadium is so windy?
No.
Because of all the fans.
Okay, friends, we are going to move right along. And we'll get that video together for you so we can share it at the end. It is absolutely worth seeing. Okay, folks. I want to thank Sylvester again for those phenomenal jokes, which have filled in some time. And at this time, I would like to turn your attention to the fundraising part of our program. I'm honored to be here tonight to help facilitate giving, and now is your opportunity to create access, inclusion, and employment for people with disabilities. A quick brush up for our friends who are joining us virtually this evening. To give a gift at any time tonight, please hit the big blue donate button at the top right corner of your screen, or text the word EXCEED to 53555, or scan the QR code on your screen to donate. For my friends in the room, please raise those bid cards high in the air at any level you feel compelled to give a gift this evening. And I am thrilled to announce that our board of directors is so committed to this work that they all agreed to make a gift this evening. That is 100% of the board giving in hopes of inspiring each of you to make a gift as well. I'm delighted to announce that our first level of giving tonight is at the $2,500 level. If this is a level that speaks to you, please raise your bid card high and proud. Bidder number 101, giving on behalf of David and Susan Stewart, folks. Absolutely. And at home attendees, remember, all you have to do is click the big blue button or text EXCEED to the number 53555. Friends, the next level of giving in our program tonight is at the $1,000 level. If this level speaks to you, please raise your bid card to support Exceed Enterprises. Bidder number 132, without hesitation, folks. Bidder number 145 says yes. Count me in at $1,000. Bidder number 102, that is Board President Aaron Goff, contributing at the $1,000 level. And friends, I do want to share that former board member Rhonda Kramer could not join us tonight. However, she wanted to help generate giving this evening by offering to match the first 10 gifts of $1,000 up to $10,000, which means those gifts that we just received instantly turn into $1,000. Is there anyone else who would like to raise their bid card and turn $1,000 into $2,000 to support these amazing programs? Bidder number 133 says, count me in at $1,000, turning to $2,000. We do have an anonymous friend at home who is joining in at the $1,000 level. All of these bids doubling, these gifts doubling. Now, my friends, we need 5 more gifts. Are there any more gifts in the room at $1,000? Is anyone ready to be an angel for Exceed Enterprises this evening? Not to worry. It turns out we can roll that gift over. So we're going to roll on down to the $500 level, and that means exact same thing. All of your gifts at the $500 level will be doubled to equal a $1,000 donation for this program. And at home attendees, I'll tell you, all you have to do is click the big blue button or text EXCEED to the number 53555. Now, on behalf of David and Susan Stewart, giving again at the $500 level. Do we have any more gifts in the room at the $500 level this evening? Bidder number 103 says yes. That's Judy Powell, our host. Bidder number 102 giving again. Bidder number 106 says yes at the $500 level. Bidder number 105 supporting these amazing programs. Bidder number 191 says count me in. Bidder number 104 giving at the $500 level to support this amazing organization. This is incredible, my friends. I want to acknowledge some of the folks who have given there. Board member Scott Hatley, board president Aaron Goff giving again, board member Jay Jones, and board member Helene Siegfried, all giving at the $500 level. Thank you to all of our donors at this level. We have hit our match. Absolutely. You are so right. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep hitting that jackpot. And friends, at the $250 level, we have a very exciting opportunity. The Sohum Foundation has graciously offered to match the first 20 gifts of $250 up to $5,000. So let's see those gifts of $250 instantly doubled to $500 thanks to the Sohum Foundation. Right off the bat, we have bidder number 150 saying yes at the $250 level. Bidder number 107 says yes. Number 139 giving at the $250 level. Bidder number 183 says double my donation at the $250 level. And bidder number 138 all giving at the $250 level. That includes board member Sally Woodcock. And a big thank you to Sohum Foundation for making this match possible. Thank you again to the folks at home. And remember, all you need to do is click the big blue button to join us at the $250 level as well. Did I miss any gifts in the room at the $250 level? Bidder number 112 says yes, count me in. Our next level of giving is at the $100 level. Without hesitation, are there any $100 gifts in the room? Number 158, starting us off. Bidder number 162 says yes. Count me in. Bidder number 131 says yes at the $100 level. Bidder number 196. Bidder number 200. Bidder number 195. Yeah, keep it going. Bidder number 125. This is incredible. Bidder number 103. That's Judy Powell giving again. Bidder 181 says yes. Bidder number 149 says yes. Bidder 120 says count me in. Bidder 170. This is incredible, folks. Bidder 155 says count me in. Bidder 163 says count me in as well. Bidder 190 says count me in for $100. And bidder 157. I would like to acknowledge board member Tim Wood at 10 giving 2 times at this level. This is absolutely amazing. Thank you for your patience as that incredible generosity made it a little while to reach some of those numbers. This is amazing, my friends. We are receiving online gifts. I would like to acknowledge Francisco Gadea giving. The Bowen family said, count us in for $200. Also, making a generous donation this evening is Marie Bridgeforth. Cheryl Garrison in honor of Kathy Garrison. And Cutting Edge Credit Union giving at the $250 as well. At home attendees, remember, all you have to do is click the big blue button or text EXCEED to the number 53555. Our final level of giving tonight is at the $50 level. And the Workplace Change would love to see lots of hands in the air at this level. They have offered to match the first 10 gifts of $50 to double your gift to $100. Are there any gifts in the room tonight at the $50 level? Bidder number 154 says yes. Bidder 162. Bidder 197. Bidder 186. All say count me in, my friend. My clerk there is going to check with you. Bidder 174 says count me in. Bidder 198 says, I'm giving $50 to support Exceed. Bidder 142 says yes. Bidder 106 says, count me in. Bidder 181 giving at the $50 level. Bidder 113 says, I support these programs. Bidder 176 joining them all at the $50 level. Joining them from home, Angela Bloise. I apologize if I mispronounce anyone's name. Winsome, Santi Cunningham, and Kathleen Harris, all giving at the $50 level. Absolutely a big round of applause for all of our bidders. If you have not yet made a gift or you would like to give again, now is the time. For our live stream guests, you can make a custom gift at any level. Help us hit our goal. Hit the big blue button or text EXCEED to, you might know it at this point, 53555, or use the QR code to scan to donate. For our in-person guests, if we have missed a level of giving that you want to make a gift at, please stop by our registration table and give in any amount. Thank you all so much for your generosity. We appreciate your support of Exceed Enterprises, and give yourselves a huge round of applause. And folks, a very special thank you to all of our sponsors who are taking us up and over our goals tonight, giving over $16,000. Absolutely. If you want to bring your attention to the screen, I can see we are doing awfully well. And I know there are some more gifts out there tonight, so my at-home bidders, remember you can make a gift to support at any level. Ooh, and I have been informed that to celebrate this amazing bit of generosity, we have that video up and running, so we're going to play that for you now. Another big hand for all of your generous support.
My name is Sylvester DeBray. I'm a 34-year-old autistic gentleman with a visual impairment. I work at Fat Cupcake, building boxes to use for deliveries. I've been working with Exceed since late 2021. So first job coach I had was Sierra Brooks. We really hit it off. Back in 2022, we were in the process of looking for a job. And so Sierra found this place called Fat Cupcake. Turns out they were looking for a dishwasher. And I told her, hey, we need to snag this right away while it's hot. And so we had an appointment time the next day, and he told me, hey, you know what? I think this will work. And so we got the job. Of course, starting out, I was a little bit rusty, but hey, I caught on real quick. My main job coach from back in 2022 was Ellie Zock. She would come when I would start work. Well, she pointed things out for me that I needed to work on.
So I usually do big to small, so big ends to small ends.
It was all about confidence.
But you're not done yet. We still gotta put the logo on there. You don't want to forget the logo, right?
Both of them really gave me the moral support I needed to just push through.
And you got yourself a box right here.
Even though Ellie is no longer with Exceed, we're still very good friends. I was working at Fat Cupcake for 2 years, and I needed to get a second job. Ellie called me up, and she said there's a job for her at Fred Meyer's. You want to go to it? And so I said, yeah, you know what? Let's go to it and see what comes out of it. We didn't know what to expect. As soon as we get in the office, the HR manager asked us about a courtesy clerk position. And she ended up giving me that job without any hesitation. I was shocked. And all went off from there. We went out for sushi to kind of celebrate.
Oh, hi.
Hey, Sylvester.
What up, buddy?
How are you?
I'm gonna be baking for you.
They have me baking customized groceries. That's been really fun because you get to meet all sorts of people.
I'm an Instacarter. I see him every day that he works here. I work here 6 days a week. He has good conversation.
Not a problem. Thank you. I want to be financially stable so I can actually live my life the way I want to live it. I mean, I feel like I reached that sustainable point where I have a steady income. I can just live my life to the fullest now.
Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Oh, no way. All right, there you go. Hey, thank you. Stay safe, okay? I think Exceed has been the most successful agency or company I've ever been with. They have been there for me through the whole process. I'll be there for this company because they've been there for me.
I'm telling you, these are tears of joy. So guess what? Our guest of honor has one request tonight. It's a red carpet. He wants to come up here on a red carpet. And we happen to have one. So I'd like to welcome Sylvester and his job coach, Sierra. Big round of applause.
Thank you so much.
Do you want to say anything?
Hey. Yo, how you guys doing, everybody? I cannot believe you guys are so successful. I cannot believe it. This is remarkable. For this whole year, I've been waiting for this. I mean, the whole year. I don't know. I'm speechless at this point now.
How
What,
about I
Trump?
take over?
Go ahead.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I am so happy to be here celebrating Sylvester tonight. It's been a great privilege to see him learn and adapt, and I'm so proud of how much growth he's had over the last 3 years. As a job coach, I get to support our clients out in the community every day. Now is your chance to support the work we do at Exceed and make success possible for everyone we work with.
Yay, Sylvester. That's why we're here, right? So now I'd like to welcome to the stage my fellow board member, Scott Hatley. Scott will be honoring a few individuals in our community who have made exceptional strides towards reaching their goals. Scott and I have been around since dirt. And he's willing to admit that. Yes? Okay. But a grand fellow board member. Take it away, Scott.
Judy, I think, almost. Technical difficulties. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, thank you, Judy. I'm Scott Hatley. I'm on the Exceed board, and I think, did we ever figure out how long we've been on the board, Judy? We don't want to know. Okay, we don't want to know. But I'm really glad to be here, and I really appreciate you all coming tonight and supporting Exceed and the work that Exceed's doing in the community. So thank you, everyone. Yep. So I'm here tonight, and I get the honor of presenting some awards. And so I'm here to recognize a few of our amazing clients here at Exceed who have achieved their goals and are working hard each day in Exceed's programs. So first up, we'd like to shine a spotlight on Jesse. And Jesse, if you wouldn't mind coming on up while I'm kind of reading a little bit about you, that'd be great. And all the other clients that are being recognized, that'd be great too. So a little bit about Jesse. He always has a smile and brings his friendly and outgoing nature anywhere he goes, for he has a joyful attitude. When he had the opportunity to begin working as part of a group-supported employment team at Fulcrum Logistics, he drove right in and learned the skills he needed to be successful. Jesse, we'd like to present you with this award to recognize your positivity, strength, and strong work ethic. Great job. Congratulations, Jesse. So next we'd like to celebrate Debbie. And again, Debbie, if you wouldn't mind starting making your way up to the stage. Debbie has faced some health challenges over the last year, but she still shows up 5 days a week to go on outings and further her job skills. She even helps staff at our Gladstone facility to plan outings for our Day Support Activities program. Debbie, we'd like to present you with this award to recognize your perseverance and tenacity. Congratulations, Debbie. And finally, and not at all least, is Mitch. So please give a warm welcome to Mitch. We first shared Mitch's story back in 2022 when he was looking for a community job. Mitch started at Exceed over 10 years ago and has worked in various roles over the years, including jobs in Exceed's group supported employment program. And now he's been employed for the past 2 years as a facility support specialist at Embold Credit Union, right here in this venue. And he has flourished as part of the Embold team, establishing friendships with many of his coworkers, and was even voted most popular in his workplace. So Mitch, we'd like to present you with this award to celebrate your excellence in employment. Thank you. And of course, before we go, let's bring our spotlight speaker, Sylvester, and Exceed's own Sierra Brooks back up here for one more round of applause. Yep. So as a special thank you for being part of tonight's gathering, we stopped by Sylvester's favorite record store and picked up some goodies, including a gift card towards his next vinyl purchase. So one more time, please put your hands together for Sierra, Sylvester, Mitch, Debbie, and Jesse. So I would like to now introduce our board chair, Aaron Goff, who is the CEO of Embold and part of the reason why we're at this venue tonight. So Aaron, take it away.
Thank you, Scott. And a very special thank you to all of our amazing honorees who inspire us every single day, especially this guy that I get to work with. My name's Aaron Goff. As Scott said, I'm the CEO here at Embold Credit Union. It is also, keep this for later, my honor to serve as the board chair for Exceed Enterprises. I have to tell you, a night like tonight does not happen without a lot of support in the community, a lot of help, and a lot of sponsors. And so my job tonight is to thank some of our amazing sponsors. First, we'd like to recognize our tech partner, CHR Creative, who provided the financial support to make this event hybrid with true live stream and all the amazing equipment you see around the room, connecting our in-person audience with the folks tuning in online, not turning in, Judy. They also volunteered their time to run our tech support line tonight, so thank you to CHR Creative. I would also like to thank my own organization, Embold Credit Union. We're proud to have been able to offer the community center tonight as the location for this event. And I also want to thank our sponsorship committee who provided additional financial support for the evening. Can I just hire you to do that at our staff meetings? I love the sound effects. We'd also like to recognize our partners, Workplace Change. Yep. Citizens Bank, Providence Health and Services, Cutting Edge Credit Union, Tillamook Creamery, On Point Community Credit Union, and Say How Consulting for their support of tonight's event. I would also be remiss if I didn't mention ZP Productions that made the amazing videos that we saw tonight. And we also want to thank Breakside Brewery, Bowie Beer Company, I have a hard time saying that for some reason, Fort George Brewery, M&R Cellars, Lucen Christopher Wines, and Fat Cupcake for donating food and drinks for us to enjoy this evening. And finally, we want to express our gratitude for each of you, partners in our mission to connect Oregonians with diverse abilities to employment, meaningful activities, and other vital services. A big thank you to all of you for joining us in person or from home this evening. We couldn't have done it without you. And I want to give a special shout out to the volunteers and staff also that made this night possible. Thank you to our fundraising host, Walker Faison with Artisan Auctions, and to the AV department for running our live stream. And thank you to our amazing spotlight speaker, Sylvester, for sharing his story this evening. And that concludes our evening. Thank you. Have a wonderful night.